A true Christian cannot escape being called a fool in society. But what you are doing is that you are shutting down. It takes courage to shut down lust. What normal people do is that they follow the tangent of lust. It takes courage to shut it down. And God puts it before your face every single day so that your compliance to Jesus, your love for Jesus can be tested on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, Friday. Then it complicates your matter when he now gives you a wife to marry. The whole idea of marriage is a setup to ensure, to give you, that marriage is the barometer I was talking about. You are not following. That will help you check how much advancement you have made in bridling the flesh. Yes. 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 You know what to do. You know that what you need to do now is to apologize, but it will take you 14 days. That's how strong the flesh is. Because it is possible for us to claim to be doing ministry, but the organ that is driving that ministry is flesh. You're on the pulpit, but you still belong to the civilization of Cain. I watched on social media a Pentecostal church. I watched a video, Pentecostal church in Ghana. I think a pastor retired. So they posted another pastor to come and take over. Meanwhile, there were pastors in-house in that branch that were supporting the senior pastor before he retired. So the congregation felt. And meanwhile, I don't know the circumstances under which this pastor from another parish was posted. You know, so there was a riot on Sunday morning. Now, we need to carefully ask ourselves if ministry was really going on in that location. Because what they call ministry there is powered by flesh. So they're on the pulpit, but the civilization that is running there is the world. Because the utensils of the world find application in that line of delivery. That's the... Jesus. Are you here? Now, because you didn't respond well, I would have shown you the barometer to measure your compliance. But when I say, you say... I know these are very sensitive matters that people will rather like a pastor not to talk about. But this is the heart of our faith. All right. Did you get the equation? Flesh plus self equals. The only use for the old man, according to Apostle Paul, is crucifixion. He cannot be modified. He cannot be approximated. He has been judged completely. And the answer that God has to all the symptoms of the old man is the cross. You will find a very challenging strategy in the writings of Paul. He calls it bearing the cross. The same way Jesus bore his own cross. Every believer will have to, if you are a genuine one, you will bear yours. Not the one Jesus bore, your own. That one is designed with your weight in view, designed with your lust in view, designed with your experience in view. It is your own. And you are supposed to carry it. So what does it mean to bear the cross? You will always find the symptoms of the flesh seeking to resurrect. And the moment you find the symptoms of the flesh seeking to resurrect, you throw it to the cross. That means you deny it expression. You crucify it. It is giving you a prompting that it wants to show up. Just like if I walk to you and slap you, now, the flesh will give you a calculation. And the number of people that saw you humiliated is 1,200. And the way to respond, to restore your masculinity, is to give a left hand drive and you support it with the right leg. The flesh is a good teacher. And when the flesh begins to speak, if you don't know the voice of God, you will think it is you talking. He knows your language, knows your dialect. It normally speaks as though it is protecting you, your image, your dignity. But when you notice that voice, you are supposed to cast it to the cross. That means you shut down its possibility of expression. And if you are going to do that, many people around your environment, around your office will call you a fool. A true Christian cannot escape being called a fool in society. But what you are doing is that you are shutting down. It takes courage to shut down lust. What normal people do is that they follow the tangent of lust. It takes courage to shut it down. And God puts it before your face every single day so that your compliance to Jesus, your love for Jesus can be tested on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, Friday. Then it complicates your matter when he now gives you a wife to marry. The whole idea of marriage is a setup to ensure, to give you, that marriage is the barometer I was talking about. You are not following. That will help you check how much advancement you have made in bridling the flesh. Yes. 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 You know what to do. You know that what you need to do now is to apologize, but it will take you 14 days. That's how strong the flesh is. And you can look pious, sanctimonious, and sacramental, but you are still deep in flesh. That means you have multiple entry visas to the city that Cain has built. I know you will not like me saying, he has come again with this. I'm just doing Bible study. Are you there? What you need to do to walk against the flesh is to apologize, but it takes you a lot. That's how strong the flesh is, and you will keep walking against it until it loses its dominion in your own life. That's when you can be called a spiritual man. You know what it means to crucify the old man. Anytime he speaks, anytime he reasons, anytime he suggests, you crucify him. That's the way of a spiritual man. It means you are part of a new city. You are not part of Cain's city. You are part of the new Jerusalem. You know, it was Jesus that said, "Ye are the light of the world." I know you remember that. But most of us don't remember that Jesus also said, "Ye are a city, a civilization that is set upon a hill that cannot be hid." That's the city he was talking about. It has no bearing in the creations of Cain. It has its bearing from above and from above only. Only this God can interpret his dimensions. That's what you are becoming. Now, you see, the promise that will be a new creation. Are you with me? It's a process, not the result of your faith. You are becoming that new creation because there are still elements of the old man that still have authority in your space. Okay, you don't like that? I know when you are troubled.
Thank you for watching this video. Please do want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We love you. Bye.